My name is Phyllis Montgomery Keaty. I'm a judge with the 15th Judicial District Court. My mom and dad were Dr. and Mrs. J. Boring Montgomery. My dad practiced medicine in Lafayette for many, many years and was a general practitioner, old family doctor. And I worked with him from when I was 12 years old till 21.
She was absolutely impressive. First date with her was on a community service. I was in the Circle K and she was Circle K's sweetheart, and a friend of ours put us together. And
his fraternity brother asked me the next day, the day after I met Billy, what I thought about him, and I told him that I thought he was a little conceited, but that I was going to marry him. And I married him 3.5 years later.
Well, we got married in August of '68. We had our first child in '71. While I was still in dental school, she was a dental hygienist. She worked, and I was in dental school. I had a night job. Our second child was born in Indiana, where I did my residency in pediatric dentistry. And Phyllis worked there, too, and also had a night practice. And we raised those children and came back to Louisiana and had our third child.
My ambition was to be a very good mother and wife, and everything was peaceful and going along great. And my dad was murdered. There was a trial for his murder, and the person who killed him was convicted. I felt almost victimized twice, victimized by my father's death, as well as victimized by the system. But the judicial system, when we finally got to court, I felt like our family's dignity was returned to us. And it was at that point that I asked my husband's sister, who was a lawyer, I said, how do you become a judge? Because the judge who had tried my dad's case just did a wonderful job and restored the dignity to my family, and I wanted to do that. And my sister-in-law said, well, you have to be a lawyer. So I went to law school.
She found her calling to become a judge through an unhappy experience in her life, and she's dedicated herself to that. And we've all benefited, the whole community has benefited from that.
I think I've been given an advantage for having gone through what I went through. I think it was a gift. I'm sorry that it happened, but I really believe that I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't happened. And it also gives me the perspective where I can be fairer to people.
She wants to go and do what she did on the district level, on the Third Circuit level. And she feels very confident in it, and everything that she's ever undertaken, she's given her whole heart to, and she's done a wonderful job.
I have a desire to remain a public servant, but to do maybe a little bit more. I really believe that we all get out of life what we put into it, and I think that my service is in the public arena.